Hello gentle listeners, مرحبا بكم to another episode في البودكاست تاع The Unseen Word. It's been a long time, right? الابيزود تاع اليوم is gonna be a little special خاطر for the first time راح نميكسي both languages, الدارجة والإنجليش، وراح نحكو على something كامل شفناه في حياتنا وفي تعاملاتنا اليومية but مشي كامل الناس فاهمينه in the right way. It's love languages or لغة التعبير عن الحب. Now, كل واحد فيكم is going to ask me, aren't love languages just about romance؟ يعني اللي نشوفوهم في الفيلم واللي سيري والتيك توك trends. No, today we are diving deep into how these love languages راهم present everywhere في أي حاجة في حياتنا, from workspace to friends حتى في عائلتك. Love languages هم المفتاح اللي راح يعاونوك to understand people all around you and help you تكري علاقات أقوى و deeper connections with people. So stay with me because راني راح نوري لكم كيفاه هاد simple framework قادر يبدلك your everyday life. But wait, وشنو هما love languages؟ Okay, نبدو بالبيزكس. الإيدي تاع love languages proposeها for the first time Dr. Gary Chapman في كتابه the famous book The 5 Love Languages, which has become a worldwide sensation. راح أعرف طرق اللي الناس تعبر وتستقبل بها اللوف، وقال باللي تقدر يكون عندك more than one love language و even تقدر تعبر بطريقة وتحب تستقبل بطريقة أخرى the love. And he gave us the 5 love languages. Number 1, words of affirmation. هذه تخص people اللي الكلمات عندها قيمة كبيرة عندهم, and for them nothing means more than a genuine heartfelt compliment. وبالنسبة ليهم الكلمات عندها قوة كبيرة. Number 2, acts of service. الأفعال تتكلم بصوت أعلى من الكلمات. For this category, doing something thoughtful for someone, by example طيب له حاجة يحبها or تعاونوا في كاش حاجة راهو يديرها, راح يبين له love through your efforts. Number 3, receiving gifts. بالنسبة لهذو مش الهدايا just material حاجة, they can be symbols of اهتمامك وتقديرك ليهم. It's not about قيمة الهدية غالية ولا رخيصة ولا, but it's about المعنى تاع الجستر اللي درتو ليهم. Number 4, quality time. For some, وقتك و your undivided attention هي أهم هدية بالنسبة ليهم. يحسوا باللي راهم محبوبين كي تكون fully present معاهم, no distraction or no phones. The last one هي physical touch. هذه يقدر يتعبر عليها ب simple handshake or pat on the back ولا just a hug. بالنسبة ليهم التاتش هي طريقة قوية تعبر على الكونكشن بيناتكم. Now, راني على بالي باللي many of you are probably familiar مع love languages, بصح most of the time تعرفوهم ولا راكو familiar معاهم في context of romantic relations due to social media influence. بصح اليوم I'm here باه نوريلكم باللي love languages go far beyond that. هذه 5 طرق تاع التعبير عن الحب also show up في خدمتك مع أصحابك and even in day-to-day encounters. كي تفهم كيفاه others receive and give love, it unlocks a whole new way of communicating. So, وصلنا للأهم وللpurpose تاع الإبيزود تاع اليوم. كيفاه تقدر love languages change the way you interact with people around you. Let me show you some examples من حياتنا اليومية. And by the way, إذا ما سمعتيش or if you missed our earlier episodes, I want you to go and take a look on them. ماكش راح تندم, because trust me, this episode will tie a lot of the deeper conversations we've had before. نبدأ ببلاصة when most of people ما راحش يستنوا إنه love languages راح تكون مهمة, راح تكون عندها معنى. Exactly, it's your job. كده من مرة you felt unappreciated في your work ولا بلي واحد ما راه يهتم بيك at work. Maybe your boss جامي سمع بيور هارد work والefforts اللي راك تدير فيهم، ولا زميلك اللي ما راهوش يرماركي في الانرجي اللي راك تمد فيها. اللي راه يصرى هنا could be a mismatch in how appreciation والتقدير could be expressed في your workspace. ممكن يكونوا مقادرينك و they are valuing you و they are fully aware بالefforts اللي راك تدير فيهم وتمد فيهم، لكن طريقة تعبيرهم ما راكش فاهمها. و to simplify this, here's a scenario حبيتك you imagine it with me. Imagine your coworker ولا زميلك في الخدمة, let's say سامي, stays late night working on a project. يزيد ساعات خدمة من عنده, يمد more energy في الخدمة تاعو, وانت you wanted to show him your appreciation. حبيت زعما you tell him how much you appreciate his hard work. So you decided تخليله a sticky note فيها some words on his desk that says great job سامي, keep it up, يعطيك الصحة. انت في بالك I've done my part, أنا درت اللي عليا, and he should be pleased of what I did. بصح سامي seems unimpressed, جاته something totally normal. So what happened? انت راك بينك وبين روحك you're asking what happened. Well, it turns out بلي ال primary love language تاع سامي مشي the same as you. And that for you love language تاعك is words of affirmation. انت عندك إذا جاك واحد and told you يعطيك الصحة, for you it's for you are appreciated. But for Sammy it's not the case. مشي love language تاعو but acts of service. يعني لو كان au lieu you gave him هذيك sticky note, رحت عاونته في كاش طاشي he's doing, or you offered him a meal, كان راح يحس باللي راه truly valued by you. Do you see now how important is this? كي تفهم someone's love language حتى في الخدمة can be the key to building better relationships. Now خمم في your own workplace, وشنو هو love language تاعك, and what about your boss and your coworkers? Have you ever felt like you weren't being appreciated بالطريقة اللي راك حبيتها؟ أنا I'd love to hear your stories. Reach out me on social media, ابعثولي, قولولي في الكومنتس اسكو راكو حسيتوا بلي راكم not appreciated في خدمة تاعكم, and احكولي experiences تاعكم. Now here's something you can take with you. إذا راك working with a team or leading a group, سقسي روحك what makes your team members feel appreciated. كاين some عندهم words of affirmation, يعني you can give them a simple great job, or others for example acts of service. You help them out when they are overloaded. كي تفهم هذا, that's not gonna make you just a better team player but a more effective leader. شفت كيفاه تغيير بسيط في الطريقة تاع التعبير عن الappreciation راح يغير لك ال workplace from cold and transactional to a warm and collaborative. كما the writer Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. يعني انك قلتي حاجة بلاك يجي نهار وينسوا وش قلتي, ولا درتي حاجة حيجي نهار وينساوها, بصح they will never forget كيف راك خليتهم يحسوا. Alright, look, let's switch gears ونهضروا شوية على love languages في friendships. قدام من مرة you found yourself clashing with a friend over something trivial, only to realize later بلي كان just a misunderstanding. واحدة من the most common reasons for this miscommunication إنه ماناش فاهمين وماناش عارفين كل واحد فينا وشنو هي the love language تاعو. Now let's imagine that scenario of two girls, one named Sarah, let's say, and the other, let's say, Amina. Amina said, I remember when one of my closest friends, Sarah, and I were having this problem. كان بيناتهم a problem. Sarah's love language هي quality time. تحب, she thrives when we spend time together without distraction. زعما تحب she passes time مع أمينة without distractions. بس for أمينة love language is words of affirmations come naturally. I'd always send her encouraging messages, تبعث لها the message باش تنكورجيها, thoughtful compliments. في بالها هي she was being the best friend ever. ما فهمتش until she told her, Sarah told أمينة, باللي all she really wanted was Amina to spend time with her, uninterrupted time with her, without constantly checking on her phone ولا getting distracted. Then Amina فهمت باللي هذه الطريقة اللي تقدر تعبر بها على الحب بتاعها لصاحبتها. This is the moment when she started prioritizing that quality time with her. الفرنشيب تاعهم قوت, and Sarah for the first time she felt valued. Both of them felt valued because كل واحدة فيهم بدأت تعبر لصاحبتها بالطريقة اللي هي تحب إنه يتعبر لها على الحب. Then she learned a whole new way of connecting. كي نهضروا psychologically هذا تبينته الأبحاث باللي the human connection thrives كي نتعاملوا مع الناس where they are not where we are. And when we are communicating مع كاش واحد بالlove language تاعو ماناش just giving them something, رانا قاعدين نبينوا لهم بلي راهم مهمين لينا in the way that resonates with their emotional needs. كي نهزوا for example one of the love languages اللي هي receiving gifts. ماكش معناها انك تمد gift زعما expensive ولا تقدر تكون small thoughtful gesture. L'histoire is full of examples. واحدة من my favorites هي the Queen Elizabeth I. هي she used love language of receiving gifts باش تربح loyalty تاع her court. Although هي Queen Elizabeth قدرت تمد as expensive as she could الgifts, بصح they weren't extravagant. Often they were symbolic. بصح بينت بهم thoughtfulness and attention to the needs of her closest advisors. هذا هو what the gifts are about. إنك تبين للي مديت له الgift باللي you've been thinking about him. Lorca, I want you to think of your own life. Think about your friends ولا your family. وشي هما small gestures that are missing. Maybe your sibling doesn't care about verbal praise. ما يهموش كي تقولوا you are good, you're doing a good work. بصح they would love if you made them their favorite breakfast كي يكونوا فاتوا بنهار صعيب. Or maybe your best friend really needs that quality time. لازم له يفوت معك هذاك quality time with no distraction راح تخليه feel connected معك. The smallest things can mean the world to someone when you speak their own love language. As Mother Teresa once said, it's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. And by the way, if you are enjoying this episode and want to dive deeper into human connections, go back and check out our episode on friendships and how to maintain them in today's fast-paced world. دركا راح نحكو شوية على psychology. ليه هذو love languages are so powerful. It comes down to something fundamental اللي هي connection. We are wired به نحسو connected to others. Love languages يعطيونا a shortcut to understanding how we can بطرق أحسن connect with those around us. الدراسات والأبحاث بينت that when we feel understood or appreciated in ways that align with our emotional needs, ثم وين راح نحسو a higher level of happiness و satisfaction, even a mental well-being. كي تخمم مع روحك وتلقى love language تاعك وتتفكر when someone speaks to you بالlove language تاعك, maybe quality time and he's doing his best باش يفوت معك a quality time, ثم راح تحس باللي they really get you. This goes beyond the surface level. تحسوا توشا a place, a deep emotional place عندك, and to be valued in a way that resonates personally. راح نعطيكم a little exercise راح تديروه over the next week. I want you إنكم تشوفوا وتلاحظوا the people around you كيفهم راهم يرياكتوا different type of communication. اسكو راهم energized كي تمدلهم a compliment words of affirmation ولا they light up when you do something thoughtful them like تكوموندي لهم a coffee, acts of service. This awareness راح يبدلك الطريقة اللي راح تتعامل بها مع الناس from so on, from your coworkers to your family. كي نروحوا نشوفوا الهيستوري راح نلقوا many examples of people using love languages. For example, Mahatma Gandhi, he used love language acts of service. Gandhi's dedication to his community كانت testament to how acts of service راح تعمق respect والunity. Whether it was cleaning toilets ولا spinning his own clothes. Love language تاعو للpeople تاعو كانت عن طريق الactions اللي يديرهم. وفهم هو انه كي يدير هاد things to others راح يبين لهم الإيمان تاعو بالequality والshared dignity ultimately وراح يوحد people across India. Also, Nelson Mandela كانت love language تاعو هي words of affirmation. في وقته as a prisoner وبعد as a leader, Mandela فهم the power of words. كان constantly reassured, motivated. كان ينspire those around him. ويبين لهم باللي words يقدروا they can uplift people even in times of despair. باللي affirming others can lead to collective hope and resilience. Now راني حابة نسقسيكم كيف راكو تكسبريموا love in your daily life, maybe through acts of service ولا راكو تمدوا your time ولا راكو تنكوراجوا الناس your words. كل واحد عنده power تاع love language تاعو and each one of us hold the power to make a difference in someone else's life. In a world that can often seem cold and divided, choose to be the warmth someone needs. استعمل your unique love language to lift others. تبين لهم بلي راهم مهمين. Maybe انك تمدلو معاونة ولا كلمة باهية. Maybe just تكون present في life تاعو when someone needs it most. Remember, love ماشي just a feeling that happens to us. راهي action, راهي a choice we can make every day. اليوم I encourage you to give a little more of love, a little deeper love, and share the message with those that means the most to you. As the Dalai Lama once said, love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. And let's make love in all its form a priority. Now, tell me guys, كيفاه you express love in your daily life? I want to hear your stories. Share it with me and DM me. And don't forget to pass this episode along with those who may need it today. Don't forget to rate this episode 5 stars. It's also a love language. And I want نقولكم باللي اكتشفت another love language. I think it's my own love language. Sorry, Dr. Chapman. It's sending reels. Between me and my close friends, I expressed love through sending reels and TikTok videos. It's also a love language. And I want you to share with me your own love language. Maybe ماهيش في هذو 5 languages. Maybe it's another language. So guys, until next time, express love as long as you can and stick to your close ones. See you next time. بقوا على خير.